Yesterday, I put out a video with the very lovely Liz Phillips from The Great Resist, and we were talking about the thing that's coming up on Friday in the House of Commons, a debate with Andrew Bridgen, and we asked if maybe some of the viewers could contact their MPs to see if they would be attending. After all, this is a very serious debate, and we've seen how Andrew Bridgen had been left on his own in the House of Commons in empty chambers in the past. I'm very thrilled to say that a number of my viewers got in touch and said, actually, that's a brilliant idea, and they have, and they've sent me a copy of the letters. There was quite a few of them. I just thought I'd read you a couple before we move on to some other stuff that's related to this issue, this important issue. So I won't reveal names and things and who the MP were, but the tone of the emails going out I thought was very impressive. So I'm just going to read the basic text of one of them, and you can read it with me. It says, so this is Dear MP, whoever he is, we trust that you will be attending the adjournment debate on the trends in excess deaths brought by the Right Honourable Andrew Bridgen on Friday the 20th of October 2023. As two of your constituents, we firmly believe that it is of the utmost importance that this matter is fully debated, as it affects every single constituency in the UK. Further, when this was brought up for debate on the 13th of December last, the House was literally devoid of any representatives. Had this been debated at that time, it is quite possible that a number of continuing excess deaths may have been avoided. One might ask, is this simply a case of what some may consider to be corporate manslaughter by a deliberate failure to act, or an omission? It is almost as if MPs were instructed not to attend, and would be grateful if you could confirm that this is not the case at this time. Also, of course, we had one in the 17th of March, which would be an interesting, which was a follow-up where we saw exactly the same thing going on. Now, this problem with the with people having excess deaths, which some people are suggesting is related to a certain medical treatment that was happened, is going on all around the world. People are noticing. For example, have a look at this that was sent to me. Judge orders Nuremberg public hearing on November the 9th, 2023, for I can't say the word this morning. The illegality of COVID-19 vaccines. Interest of justice versus the state of Costa Rica for human experimentation in violation of Nuremberg Code is in force. So that's going on, and here you can't quite see this bit. It does say a judge finally ordered public oral hearing for that case. So people all over the place are coming to the question of, were these vaccines actually not only healthy, safe and effective, but were they illegal, or the illegality, a word that I struggled to say this morning. And curiously, on this website here from CNBC, we see that Pfizer slashes full-year earnings and revenue guidance as COVID treatment vaccine sales slump. And let's just have a look at the key points here. Pfizer slashed its full-year earnings and revenue guidance as it sees demand for its COVID treatment and vaccines wane. Well, that's not a bad thing, in my opinion. So it should wane. The uptake of these rather dangerous vaccines, by all accounts, does seem to be a sensible thing not to take them. The company also launched a cost-cutting plan which it expects to produce $1 billion in savings this year and at least $2.5 billion in 2024. The rollout of Pfizer's latest COVID booster has been rocky, and prior to vaccination and infection has made cases milder than before for many people. Yes, and many of them have realised that actually these things are perhaps not as desirable as you might think. For example, with the excess death situation, we have these figures from Ireland. This is the C19 VAX 2022 Irish EMS ambulance cardio figures. And we go down here. The out-of-hospital cardiac arrest register reports annually to the National Ambulance Service of Ireland on cardiac incident call-outs measured as per their annual report. And we come down here and we can see the increase in these call-outs from resuscitation attempt. Let's just get down to the basic facts, and I thank the viewers who've sent all this to me. So the highlights are as follows. Cases attended and treated by EMS in 2022 are up by 16.8% on 2020. They're slightly down in 2021, which were 21.2% up on 2020. Cases attended by EMS in 2022 with resuscitation attempt before the arrival are up by 20.4 on the 2020 data, and up in 2021 by 13.9%. These highly significant increases, considering that the figures for 2016 to 2022 was stable with only 5% increase in 2019. So what's going on? I think we know what's going on. I don't think that we are bereft of brain cells to work out actually what is going on. We can tell that something happened in the year of 2020. Now, what was it? Yes, and then in 2021, of course, people had a certain rescue remedy that doesn't seem to have been rescuing very many people. And we have this problem with the excess deaths that is going all over the world. If you're not able to join the dots, by the way, then I suggest that we send you to a hospital to have something, because it seems that only the politicians and the mainstream media are unable to join the dots. On a side note, I want to draw your attention to this Rumble video that was sent to me. Here we go. This is by the People's Voice. Gates Foundation insider admits depopulation drugs, that's the word that he uses, I wonder what he could possibly be referring to, are pumped into fast food meals. And you can find out more. I'll leave the link in the description. It's worth looking at that, because apparently this is what is going on in the fast food. And of course, if you are like me, you wouldn't possibly buy any of that fast food. I'm off to the farm shop later today to buy some as near to organic food, maybe grass-fed beef, some nitrate-free bacon, and of course some vegetables. I also get my vegetables from an organic vegetable box scheme, which I would advise if you can't grow your own or you're not part of an initiative. I would certainly look at ways that you can support the veg box schemes from organic farmers as much as you can, and avoid the supermarkets, because the supermarkets are not playing fair. And we need to keep our immune system as healthy. Whether you've had medical interventions or not, we have the problem possibly of shedding. We also have whatever is being sprayed into the air or whatever is in the water. And you can see that these people are putting stuff into the food if you're not wise up to it, which, as the chap here at the People's Voice called depopulation drugs. Not a nice thing, as you can imagine. So there we go. That's a little roundup. Make sure you watch if you can, or indeed get in touch with your MP and persuade them to turn up and take part and listen to the debate in Parliament on Friday, Not sure what time it starts, but very vital that we get our MPs there to be representing us and actually play a part in what is going on and recognise, because they seem to be completely ignorant that there is a problem in the country, and yet the rest of us can see it, but for some reason they can't. Thanks for watching.